So you want to open an online store, but you don't have the funds to do so just yet. How do you get started without any money? There are a lot of costs that go into opening an online store. You've got your website platform, your inventory, your advertisements, so many things. If you already do have the funds in place, I recommend checking out my video called How Much It Costs to Open an Online Store and How to Budget Your Boutique. I will link to it down below. Now let's take a look at some of my strategies for starting with no money. If you watched part 1 of this video, then you already have an idea about where you're going to store the funds as you are beginning to save up the money to fund your store. If you missed that video, I will link it in the description bar down below. Now, let's get started with my strategies. So the first one is to go ahead and take a look at what products you have in your closet. And what you're going to do is you're going to start to sell the items that you no longer need or want. You can sell these products on websites like Poshmark, they also have an app, ThredUp, and on other online marketplaces. Poshmark and ThredUp are especially great for items that have brand names because people are always searching these apps for brand name items. Now, if you have other items to sell that aren't brand name, you can try to sell them on eBay or at your local buy and sell store, such as Plato's Closet. In Atlanta, we actually have a store called Buffalo Exchange that I've heard is actually better for selling used or gently used items. It's better than Plato's Closet. They take more of your clothing. I'm sure whatever big city you live closest to probably has something similar that you should definitely check out. Take your unwanted, no longer needed items to and start selling. Now, this strategy is especially great if you want to start an online clothing store, and especially if you are using the online platforms like Poshmark, because you'll get practice receiving an order and getting that order, that item, ready to ship. You'll put it in the packaging and you'll ship it, and that'll be great practice for you when you do open your online store and actually start to receive real orders to ship to your customers. Now, if you do not want to open an online store, I still recommend checking out what other items in your house you might have that are no longer needed, you no longer use. You might have an old Xbox or PlayStation that hasn't been touched in years. You can definitely try to sell that. You can try to sell other products you have. I mean, you can even try to sell things like bar stools that you no longer need on Facebook Marketplace. With today's digital online world, there are so many ways to sell things that you no longer want, and the more that you do it, the more likely you'll be able to slowly but surely save up the funds to start your online store. Now, if you did see part 1 of this video, I shared the results of a poll I did on this YouTube channel where I asked my subscribers how much money they spent to save up to fund their online store. And the results were very surprising because most people saved less than $1,000 to actually get started. Many people saved $500 and then they got started. So what that tells us is you don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started to open your online store. You just need a small budget, and you need to take that budget and use it on the right things like your inventory, and slowly but surely sell things and use that money to continue to fund your online store. If you do not have items to sell, or you've already sold all the items in your house that you no longer need or want, you can also try out a website like Fiverr.com where you can sell your own services online. One example of that would be you can sign up to do voiceovers for others who are creating content, creating videos, and they want someone else's voice on their video. You can sign up and offer your services as a voiceover artist and start making funds to, once again, fund your online store. There's so many options and things you can do on Fiverr.com. You can be a copywriter, you can offer social media services. All of these things, by the way, are actually going to be great practice for you when you have your online store and you need to start learning about marketing either way. You can use this as an opportunity to get practice and fine-tune those skills. So when you do have your website, you already know how to write blogs and how to market those blogs and create social media posts to market your products. What I recommend when it comes to trying to save up to fund your online store is try to look for ways that you can learn about e-commerce in the process, learn about marketing in the process. So if you can go ahead and start learning about writing blogs, SEO, Facebook advertisements, if you can learn how to do those, offer services to other small businesses, by the time that you have saved up to fund your own online store, you'll already know exactly what you need to do and you'll be ahead of everyone else just getting started because you already have that experience. So bottom line, do what you need to do to fund your store, but it's always great if you can get a head start and learn how to do these things that will help you out when you're ready to open your online store. Now, once you have gotten started and you have the funds in place, I definitely recommend checking out all of my other YouTube videos. I have a lot of great content about everything you need to do to open your online store, how to obtain your LLC, your seller's permit, find inventory at wholesale, all of those types of things that you need to do to be successful. And I also have an online e-course for $19.99 that will teach you everything you need to open and operate an online store from day one. So definitely check it out. I will link to everything down in the description bar. And with that, make sure you are subscribed and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next time. With the Let's Build a Boutique e-course, starting a boutique has never been this fun, simple, and easy. With this course that explains all of the legal terms, branding concepts, provides a list of clothing vendors, and so much more. Check it out now, linked in the description bar down below.